Hi, I'm Tarita Hallman. I'm the founder and CEO of Afterlife Wives. I spoke with my team this week and they explained to me that I need more content. So they suggested that I do more videos and share how I'm feeling in the moment. And so this is my attempt at doing that. Um, they also mentioned that I needed to share more about Afterlife Wives. So right now I'm feeling um, a little bossed around, but in the very beginning, Afterlife Wives was born out of a necessity that I had when I went to prayer. I asked God for support. Um, I guess was kind of my way of um, creating a cheat sheet so I wouldn't have to physically go out and ask for support. So I asked God to provide me with support. And at the time, I wasn't really able to leave the house. And so I went online looking for widow support groups. And what I found was there was a lack of support groups and support groups for women of color. And I sat on my conversation with God because I felt like when He told me what to do, which was create what I need, um, I felt like I was being tasked with just something else on an already long to-do list. And how dare I be tasked with more when I can't even understand how to grieve my husband? How can life be here every day expecting me to go on? How can life with the sun and the stars and the moon all be here every day expecting me to go on, knowing that my husband wasn't here? So I couldn't really explain in words how debilitating the pain was. And I couldn't share that feelings aren't my strong suit. So I tried to explain that the more words I could find to describe how I felt, the heavier I was getting. It felt like I was carrying all of my words on my back. And emotion to me are words, if that makes sense. And so I needed an outlet. Anyway, I'm I'm not sure sometimes when I go to explain things that I'm being understood. So I just explained it the way I feel it in that moment, if that makes sense. Um, Afterlife Wives was a vision that God gave me, and I sat on for a little while because I kept feeling like I was going to receive some type of support from the outside world during a pandemic. And I couldn't have been more wrong. And so I went to scripture, and one of the very first things I read is that widows are protected. We are a protected class of people. And whenever I do my talks, that's one fact that I like to share because that makes me dig my heels in further in support of widows. And so Afterlife Wives was born out of the necessity of support that I needed at the time that my husband had passed away and I couldn't receive any help. No one knew what to say to me, and people were actually giving stereotypical answers to to a problem that I saw in my life that was making me feel debilitated. I couldn't pinpoint where the pain was coming from. I didn't know how to really ask for help. And in all of that, I was unable to show weakness. Anyway, I'm going to stop for today because I could go on and on and on. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. But I appreciate you all for listening, and just know that it's always wise to protect your mind, your space, and your peace. You're welcome. Take care.